In my last video, I said we're using AI in proposals wrong. We're thinking too narrowly about AI as a tool just to write faster. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a bit like only using Excel as a calculator. Sure, it can do the sums, but really you're missing out on a much bigger opportunity. I think to get real value from AI in proposals, we need to think differently and think bigger. And why not think differently and think bigger right now by subscribing to this channel? You get my latest thoughts on bids, proposals, and the technology to help us bid better. And you get to help me grow the channel and create more content too. Back to AI. Nearly all the focus on using AI is on writing proposal content or answering RFP questions. And yes, AI can help with those. But it does still need a lot of input from us, and it doesn't have the nuance, the insight, empathy, and the authenticity of humans. But I think most crucially, writing isn't even our top pain point. Multiple industry reports show that collaborating with SMEs is our number one challenge. In fact, writing time doesn't even break the top tier. Our real challenges, they're things to do with overbidding and under resourcing, and also bidding the unwinnable. Nothing more disheartening, is there? They're around unrealistic deadlines, and I'll come back to that one. And they're about the disconnected expectations when we're under resourced and overbidding and up against an unrealistic deadline, and then everyone wonders why it is that we didn't win. We have problems around broken processes that never get fixed, and so we just constantly have to work around them. It's problems with endless meetings, or organizing meetings, or reorganizing meetings. And of course, there's the eternal battle against just one more change, just one more edit, just one more PDF document we can put in our proposal. So, creating text faster is not the solution to any of those problems, even the unrealistic deadlines. Because writing faster doesn't solve the problem, it just rewards procurement for their deadline. So, then why use technology to fix the thing we're already good at and actually many of us really enjoy? Instead, we could use it to help with any number of real problems. Objective qualification of opportunities, helping us with competitor, market, and customer research, risk and compliance management, better quality reviews, and all the tiresome admin that's, yes, necessary, but really adds little value. Instead, we can elevate quality. And let me give you an example. I mean, long before Gen AI was a thing, I led a project to change the way our sales team presented solutions to clients. We had great marketing materials, but they were heavily solution focused. So, in this project, we used our proposal automation technology to flip the whole perspective. Instead of starting with the solution and then trying to retrofit it to requirements, instead, we help them to start with the client, their world, their industry, their language. Talk about challenges on their terms. Describe their desired business outcomes. And then we would introduce our solution. we told a story, or at least the outline of one. And none of that was about speed. We wanted to elevate quality. For our sales team, there were a couple of big benefits. I think, yes, one, it saved them some time because sometimes improving quality can also be faster. But I think probably the bigger one was that it was much easier for them to get started and to customize their offer rather than starting from just a blank page. And then for us in the proposal team, we got to bake in actually quite a lot of our best practice. We influenced self-service proposals that we never even touched. And we changed some of the thinking, something more client-centered, and made proposals more narrative. That's what I mean by thinking bigger. So in today's AI world, how do we flip the perspective? How do we enhance quality instead of just focusing on speed and how much time we can save? Well, we can do things like predict the chances of winning, challenge our strategy and assumptions, have AI review content through evaluator personas, tell us how it's going to be received, identify risks and inconsistencies or gaps in our proposal that we can go and fix, and of course, uncover insights from past submissions and the results. But not one of those involves writing faster. They're all about helping us bid better. Because generative AI, it's more than just a typing assistant. Yes, it can write with us, but if that's all we do, we're missing the bigger opportunity. Because it can help us think. But that means that we really need to think about solving the problems that really hurt our teams, break our processes, and impact our well-being and happiness. And remember, bidding isn't a race. The winner isn't selected based on who was first across the line. So if thinking bigger shows us some new possibilities, then thinking better helps us use AI effectively without outsourcing our judgment or creativity or writing skills. But that's for my next video. So now would be a really good time to subscribe to the channel and make sure you don't miss any of my new content.